Hi, I'm Valery Rodriguez with Dart Communications, and this is
Trent O'Neill.
Trent O'Neill. And we're gonna sit down and do an interview for Dart Stories. Let's get to it.
My name is Trent O'Neill. I am a bartender, boxer slash trainer, and a artist as well.
So you said you're from, say it again?
I'm from Virginia.
So you're from Virginia. What part of Virginia?
I'm from Suffolk, Virginia.
Where's that?
It's maybe about 30 minutes away from Virginia Beach.
In Virginia, where you're from, that area, was there public transportation at
Yes. I didn't really start getting used to utilizing buses and transits until I was an adult living in New Orleans.
all?
Because as soon as I graduated from high school, I went to New Orleans to try to just, do something new, find myself and discover myself, and just really more so reinvent myself.
Yeah, and did you?
I did. New Orleans was a much different experience than where I was in Virginia because the transit there runs night and day. Like New Orleans is a city that doesn't sleep.
Yeah. And what did you find there that you didn't know about yourself? Like, what helped you in New Orleans grow as a person?
Well, being that I was born from there, I felt like that was a pretty cool experience, but it was a big cultural difference for me. The way everybody talked and the slang and everything. And also, like I said, that place is a city that never sleeps. So, but it's also where I picked up boxing at. I was trying different things and getting into different things. I was also going to school at the time for psychology. I stopped attending school just to pursue boxing. And I don't feel like that was a bad choice either.
How do you see the culture in New Orleans differ from the one that you live in right now, which is Dallas, Texas?
I feel like Texas is a lot more quiet and more peaceful. New Orleans, they always have like a lot of parties and stuff going on. It's not a bad area, but like I said, on the East Coast in New Orleans and Virginia, the competition is so thick, it's hard to really get your foot in the door through anywhere. So versus here in Texas, like I've have been able to branch out and even discover more about myself and like things that I'm interested in. I've had an opportunity to pursue them, whether that's boxing, tattoos, or even bartending.
What kind of art do you make?
So I'm more of a blackwork type artist. I'm studying to get my certification in anime, blackwork, and realism. I've been drawing since I was a teenager. It's always been something that I've been passionate about. Whenever I was in school, I was pretty good at multitasking. I'll be able to draw something and listen to whatever the teacher had to say at the same time. So most of the time, my teachers had nothing to say to me, especially because I was keeping my grades up at the same time as well.
So Trent, you said you're an artist and that you work with black work. What is that?
So blackwork is very dark images. Like how on my arm, it's very dark ink and the ink is well packed in. That's pretty much what blackwork is.
Oh, so can you do that on paper as well?
Yes, it's a lot of shading. So the rule in tattoos is, you have different philosophies and rules. One philosophy is you never tattoo better than what you can draw, and I've always been able to draw anime as well as do darker images as well. And I think it's pretty cool that now that I'm a grown adult, something that I've been passionate about or something that I used to do as a hobby, I'm looking to do now as a full-time career.
Do you ever draw on the dart on the way to places?
No, I don't draw on the dart because the train is too shaky, and I'm an artist, so I like everything I do to be perfect.
So you're a bartender for events. You're pursuing your certification to do tattoos, right?
Uh-huh.
So is that your job right now?
Yes.
Okay, so you're pursuing certification, you're bartending. So how does Dart help you get to your job?
Because conveniently at both the bar that I work at, the Backyard in Deep Ellum, and over at Fair Park, as soon as I get off Dart, I'm right there. I'm right where I need to be. I don't have to walk around the corner anywhere or take another bus stop. It's just hop on the train. And then where I live, same thing. As soon as I get off, I'm home. I just have to go literally right across the street.
Yeah.
It's very convenient. I started using Dart services because I recently got into a car accident last year, and I still had to get to work because bills are still due regardless of what happens in life. And at first it was a little confusing for me, but as I got more familiar with the area and where to go and when to go, I got more comfortable with it, and now I'm saying, who needs a car? I believe DART is important for the community and how it serves the people because, everybody, we need transportation. We need to be able to get to where we need to be able to work and provide for our families and aspire to chase our dreams as well. And I think DART helps us with doing that.
Exactly. Thank you. So, do you see yourself using DART services more often in the future, or about the same as you do now?
I see myself using them more often in the future, as well if by any chance, by some miraculous miracle, if the DART starts running 24/7 as well.
So, because of the accident you had, the car accident, you're riding DART more often.
Yes.
And you've realized that it's actually a service that is not only just convenient, but also, would you consider it entertaining or fun or comfortable to ride?
I say it's very comfortable to ride. I normally pop my headphones in. I just I'm able to have that time to myself just to think and look around and see different areas and see different places I might want to go. Like anytime I'm traveling to Deep Ellum, I'm going through downtown Dallas, I see all these different kinds of restaurants and things, and I'm like, I might want to try that out later. And like I said, working at the bar at Backyard, they always have different events going on there too as well. Like they recently had weigh-ins for a boxing match and a fight party the next day. And then at Fair Park, they always have something going on. There's always some type of event. It might be a car show, a dog show, a festival, or some type of parade. It's always fun to see and be a part of those things as well.
Can you share a memorable story you have from riding DART or related to your experience with DART services?
So I think my fondest memory that I'll probably have, a close friend of mine, his name is Meek. He's also, if it's okay to share, he's also an aspiring rapper as well. We worked at the UPS together, and typically we would walk from the UPS to the train, and we also stayed in the same neighborhood. So one night he lost his wallet, and this is in January. It's freezing cold. I think this day was like 15 degrees out or something, and we spent a good amount of time looking for his wallet, and we walked almost all the way back to the UPS just to find his wallet in the middle of the street getting ran over by cars. And luckily, his wallet, it was still intact. He picked it up. We were still able to make it to the train and get back home.
So that was a memorable time that you were fine.
I was freezing. I was a popsicle. That was a very memorable time.
Yeah, how is it DART? I've never been on the DART in the winter time. How is that? Do they have I bet they have warm carts and stuff. How's that?
That's another thing that I like about DART. Like how it's hot outside today. When you get on, it's cool and the AC's running. Versus also as well in the winter when you're freezing, you get on, they got the heaters going, and it's very nice and comfortable. So I do believe that DART makes it comfortable for people as well to get to where they need to be.
Do you have any feedback that you'd like to give DART about their service?
I would say that the DART should probably run at more times because I believe at some time after 12, there's a big gap at when DART doesn't run at all, and people either have to catch an Uber or be stuck at the DART at these DART stations for a period of time just to get to work. So I think it'll be more convenient if they ran just 24/7.
What insights or advice would you give a new friend who is looking to ride DART?
The advice or any insight I would give to somebody, especially a friend that's looking to ride DART, is is if you don't know something, don't be afraid to ask somebody, or if you're not comfortable. If you're not comfortable with talking to a stranger, at least talk to somebody that's that works with DART to know more about where you need to be, how to get to where you need to get to. Because my issue when I first started riding here was that I, for one, was not comfortable with talking to people, and sometimes I would get lost, and I just made my day harder by not asking questions. So if you ever feel like you're lost or something, or you know you don't know what times or where to get to, or how to, or just how to get around, don't be afraid to ask anybody for questions, especially people that work with Dart. Because from my experiences, the people that work with Dart, yeah, there's nobody that I ever talked to that works with the Dart station that didn't have an answer for me when it came to where I need to go.
So, who did you ask directions from, or?
It'll be like the people that hand out the tickets, the ticket enforcers, or what?
It's a fare enforcement officer.
So I would either ask a fare enforcement officer, a police officer, or heck, even one of the people that are driving the trains.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Good job. Thank you so much. These were Dart stories. I feel like I'm on TV.